They had their eye on Kansas City. The Netflix show Queer Eye wrapped up production of its third season here last month. And in a story you'll only see here, 41 Action News investigator Andy Alcock takes a look inside the deal to bring the popular TV series to town.
Road trip!
190 countries are going to see how great Kansas City is. So.
When the Fab Five loaded up their cars and left Atlanta after shooting season 2, the popular Netflix makeover show Queer Eye set their sights on KCMO.
God, I don't even know where you'd wear that.
Anything that kind of tells the rest of the country about what we've got going here is great. But I was disappointed to learn that we're paying them for it.
The Show Me Institute's Patrick Toohey is talking about this film incentive rebate program contract. Under terms of the deal, the Queer Eye production company is eligible for up to a $75,000 rebate. That money would come from the city's convention and tourism or hotel tax. In exchange, the production company must show a credit to Kansas City in each episode, shoot not less than 25% of the show within the city, and hire at least 5 local crew members.
It's proven to be very successful because it's doing exactly what an incentive should do.
So how important was the incentive to attracting Queer Eye? Emails between the producer and the city show the incentive was a major discussion topic beginning in May, weeks before shooting in Kansas City.
I would like to see us be able to bring back to Missouri a thriving film industry.
More than a decade ago, Councilwoman Jolie Justice, then a state senator, sponsored a bill to create a Missouri film tax incentive. It became law with some changes. Then in 2010, Justice served on a tax credit review commission. In its report, the commission concluded the state's film tax credit serves too narrow an industry and fails to provide a positive return on investment for the state. Missouri's film tax credit ultimately expired.
I was willing to sign the report at the end, but I was opposed to not bringing back the state tax credit.
Now Justice, who's running for KC mayor, supports Missouri reinstating the tax credit. Toohey, however, believes because Queer Eye's overall Kansas City budget was close to $2 million, the up to $75,000 film tax credit may not have been needed to bring them to KC.
It is entirely possible that this TV show would have come to Kansas City regardless of any incentives. And that means, of course, the incentives were wasted.
But city spokesman Chris Hernandez points out not only did the TV production crew hire local people, they stayed in Kansas City hotels, which helped pay for their own incentive. And he estimates Fab Five tweets alone generated more than 1 million free social media hits for Kansas City, making the incentive well worth it before the first episode has even aired.
We think it's a Kansas City solution for a Kansas City issue. We want to attract more film and production work to Kansas City, Missouri.
The city is apparently making a positive impression on the show's cast.
National Gymnastics Championships were just announced. Kansas City will be hosting next summer's Sprint Center. I will be there.
The film tax incentive for Queer Eye is not yet a done deal. The crew has to submit all its post-production paperwork in order to qualify. Once that paperwork has been submitted, it will be reviewed before any rebate check is issued. I'm investigator Andy Alcock, 41 Action News.
A release date has not been set yet for the third season of Queer Eye. Filming in Kansas City has already wrapped.